The presidential primary election is over, and many of the state's burning political questions for this election cycle have now been answered. An unknown who outspent every congressional candidate in the country with his own money was defeated by an experienced state legislator. A highly respected Democrat with a long record overcame a feisty challenger in a race for Senate. And Maryland voters lined up with the national trends in the presidential race. At the top of the ballot, it was Democrat Hillary Clinton and Republican Donald Trump who were the winners in Maryland. The Democrats' race for Barbara Mikulski's Senate seat was a closely fought one. But in the end, Chris Van Hollen won with 53% of the vote over Donna Edwards. Van Hollen, a Kensington resident, will face Republican winner Kathy Shalega in the general election in November.
Well, I'm not taking anything for granted. Take nothing for granted in the primary, take nothing for granted in the general election. After all, in 2016, Maryland elected a Republican governor. In 2014, excuse me. So, look, I'm going to campaign for every vote in every part of the state.
As for the congressional races, it was Jamie Raskin over Kathleen Matthews and David Trone in District 8. Raskin will face Republican Dan Cox in the fall. In District 3, Democrat John Sarbanes moves on to face Republican Mark Plaster. In District 6, Republican Ami Hober wins the primary and will face Democrat John Delaney in November. In the Board of Education at-large race, it was Jeanette Dixon and Phil Kaufman who received the most votes and move on to the general election on November 8th. You can find complete primary election results on the Board of Elections website. According to the Elections Office, voter turnout in Montgomery County was just about 34%.